In this video, I'm going to share with you my tips on creating a simple but fun journal. Some of us I know like journaling and we like the art of scrapbooking. This is kind of an in-between, a step further from just notebook and paper and a scaling back of a scrapbook approach. I've always enjoyed journaling all my life, but I get sort of bored when each page looks the same, and I know this has been really popular with the Smash book being popular and different albums and journals that have come out. So I wanted to try something of my own, and I created this gratitude journal that I've begun and plan to carry through in the month of November. I really like the way Christina has done some art journaling recently, and she's shared in our series and in the gallery, where each month she focuses on a different aspect of her life, like work and parenthood and things like that. So I wanted to do one of my own that would just kind of cultivate a sense of gratitude in my thought life, and so yeah, this album was the result. I started out with a Russell and Hazel binder. It's about 7 by 9 in size, and they come in cloth and metallic, and I loved this gold metallic. I think it's beautiful, and I love the reinforced corners. It just has a really nice quality to it. I've embellished the front of the album with Maya Road trim, this beautiful delicate orange ribbon piece here, and then this is a basic gray fabric flower from the different notions that we're carrying from them, and I just love the way it's folded and all the different layers. It comes with a thread so that you can kind of stitch it on to your project. I just used it I mounted it on my album with a hot glue gun. We carry this cordless Imaginus hot glue gun, and it's really handy because it is cordless. You just put in your batteries and wait for it to light up, and it even has a little laser when it's ready. So it made embellishing the album with this flower super easy. And then this is a scrap piece of paper that I had from the Canvas Corp pattern paper that I've been working lately with. You probably have seen in the card I just shared, and then with tomorrow's project you'll see it as well. Before I open up the album and show you more inside, I wanted to show you this band piece. Is actually from Russell and Hazel too, and it's great for just keeping everything nice and tidy together. If your album grows, as I'm sure mine will here, it'll be nice to have this thick rubber band around it, keeping it all in place. They come 2 to a pack. I think this is the retro flower pack. It has another style, but I have the other style at home. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of what is inside the album, and then my tips for product selection when you prepare for creating a journal like this. What kinds of things would be good to consider, and kind of my thoughts and tips on that. So opening up the album, this is the cover page. I just ran this through my printer, choosing a couple fonts that I liked. This is actually a font too. Dingbat fonts are fonts that have icons in the character instead of letters, and this one I believe is Rana Designs. This is a Canvas Corp pattern paper, the back side of a Canvas Corp paper, the washi tape that you've seen us use pretty much in every video in our series. And then this is from the Studio Calico scrap pad, a scrap piece of paper or trim I've used here. And then we'll move on. So my approach to the album is just to pick products that would be inspiring for me when I want to sit down and jot down a note. I don't want to necessarily spend a ton of time on it, as it's not like my scrapbooks where I'm going to be sharing them with all my friends and family. This is just for a personal thing, and so I want it to be motivating, the products that I chose. So I chose these scrapbook stickies because I wanted to simply stick it down. It has the adhesive on it, embellish it with washi tape and secure it down, and then write down the date, and then just fill in my journaling. I also like to treat this kind of like a smash book where you take bits and pieces and clip it in and slide things in. So this is a fabric from Studio Calico. I kept the backing on the middle portion so that it wouldn't stick to this piece of paper that I wanted to keep from a song, and then I removed the backing on the two sides here so that it would be embellished. An Instagram photo and paper clips. I've stapled the pages together. So these are more of those sticky notes, and it's fun playing with the tape, creating a grid and a home and a space for all of these different scrap stickies. I had printed out a bunch of the Rana Designs dingbat fonts, and that would probably be the most time-consuming part in prepping for an album. I just wanted something pretty. I wanted it to have these flourishes throughout, so I just created a page full of all these different flourishes, cut them out, and then they're all just waiting next to my journal when I'm at home and ready to make a new page. They're there for me to just stick on and then fill in with pictures I have lying around and more scrapbook sticky notes. I've used a Sharpie and just my scrap pins. So more of the icons, those same notes, and then I've created pockets, and this is an email that, like the journaling says here, came at just the right time, and so I wanted to print it out and remember that. And then in the next page I just have a couple of pictures clipped that are ready for my next journal entry. So again, I've just begun here, and I'm really having fun starting it out. So I would suggest keeping things simple, keeping things just kind of inspiring for you to just grab and throw in there, and really focus on the journaling and getting your thoughts down. So to begin, I will share with you some of my product recommendations for if you wanted to take on a project like this. So we have lots of binders, lots of albums and scrapbooks in the store. The one you saw before was Russell and Hazel, and again it comes in metallics and cloth, lots of different colors. This one is a lovely kind of yellow green, and this is the cloth, and you can see that nice linen texture, and again they're bound with these corners here. The ring inside is a 1/2-inch ring, if you're wondering. They hold over 75 sheets. And then the interior that you can see on my album is actually slick in surface, and it supports dry erase markers. So this line of albums is designed, you can certainly make them your own like I've done with this journal here, but they're kind of designed with those who like to kind of create your own custom planner. You can do that as well. So the magic marker surface would work well for that. And then this is the larger size. The ring size in this one is a 1.5 inch, and then it has this great space here for you to alter your album. And then it has the cloth, this cool spine here. And then the inside pages, I'll just show you. This is the different kinds of products that they have that coordinate. So the filler paper, what I have in my album is the grid filler paper. I really like the different squares. I've just always liked that graph paper. They also have lined notebook paper, paper pockets, index dividers, and lists, and a whole line of sticky notes, which I'll share next. Before I go on though, just more products on journaling. These Tim Holtz stamps have caught my eye every time I pass by them in the warehouse. I love the ornate cover, and if you're looking to create your own cover for something, this would be a really cool stamp to use at the beginning, or if, a really unique card. This is the large and the small size, and it has this great label here for you to customize yourself. This is in the Two Peas Boutique section. So if you're, and so are the Russell and Hazel products actually. If you're unfamiliar with the boutique section, it's hand-selected items from Christina that she has picked out from the stationery show and just in her buying endeavors. And so just while we're on the subject of journals, I thought I would point out this really cool album. The paper is, it's got these little flecks of texture in here, and all of these different lined papers. I love the clipboard and the cute little glasses and pen. So this would be a fun journal to have or to give to someone. Another kind of journal we have in the store is from Fancy Pants. They call it their brag book. And this one is 50 pages are included, and then it also comes with 15 photo sleeves where they hold 2 photos for each page, and then 15 pocket pages. So the pages in here are the same, just so that you are aware of that. They're lined, and then they have this little design on the top. But it's spiral bound, and it's a nice, thick, cool album with craft pages and pockets inside, and then the black too. And again, you can modify this and make it your own with this alterable cover. Moving on to the filler pages I had mentioned from Russell and Hazel. I showed you a couple of the pictures just so you can see a larger example. This one is the lined paper, and it's the Smart Date filler paper. And then this is what their 2011 and 2012 the month tabs look like. So you get all these calendars and then a nice little thumbnail image of the calendars. Okay, so I wanted to share with you a few of the different florals and trims that were similar to what I embellished my album with. This is that same design from Maya Road, but just in a green. And you get it a yard of each. So it has, this is a thread from the ribbon, sorry about that. But just really delicate and feminine and pretty, and I like it on the cover of an album because it's just really inviting. It just asks you to look inside. Another beautiful teal rose ribbon. I found that glue dots work just fine for putting these on the album. You could also use hot glue or stitch them on. And then this is another style from Maya Road that is newer. And it's got these roses on the side and all these little leaves that are so detailed. Each leaf is scalloped on the edge. More of the basic gray. This is another fabric flower in the same style but in a dusty pink. And then here is a different style. I love how they're kind of coming up and around, and then they've got the pearl centers. And this one is from House of Three, the Pink Paisley Parisian Anthology. We've had these for a while, and I'm surprised actually that they haven't been scooped up because they're so silky and delicate and gorgeous, and I love these neutrals. This flower may look familiar to you because Christina used it in one of her recent art journal pages. So these would make great embellishments for the cover of an album. And then we've also have these glittery specialty papers from Making Memories, the Paper Reverie. And again, these are older. We've had them in the store for a while, but they are really fun, and especially I think of New Year's and Halloween and things like that. You're probably thinking, yeah, we know you love washi tape, but I can't help but mention, I just grabbed a few handfuls from the studio here, and these make journaling and slapping in different items super quick and super easy, and they're really cute too. So I have to include those in my recommendation. And then the last thing is scrap pads. So these are a lot of fun to use because literally you're just peeling and sticking them on, and these worked great for my dates, for my journal entry, and the arrow to point to different things. You saw the same set when I shared the tutorial on printing, text box journaling, and cards. So we have these from Basic Gray, Studio Calico, Russell and Hazel, so many. Speaking of Russell and Hazel, here is another one. This is a nice 4x4 size, and it's the, it comes with 50, and it's like the Post-it brand. So you have 3 sets there all in one. They also have these sets where you get 2 smaller and then a larger one with a list format, and I like the colors they've included. And then more items from the Two Peas Boutique. I selected these because I thought I really like these designs, and this one is kind of more geared toward a planner, or you could certainly use it in a 365 or Project Life album. So it's to do, and then it has all these different appointments and calendar icons. Let me just see here if I can open this. You can get an idea of how thick they are. You get quite a lot there in this cool little tin. And it also has a butterfly style with this beautiful script in the background, and then more of an everyday office style. All right, so those are my tips and my product selections for getting started on an album that I've shared with you today. I hope this inspires you and that you're ready to do your own journaling. Thank you.